My brother inherited Dad's 480K house. I got Mom's jewelry box, but when I opened it, I realized she'd left me a secret that would ruin him forever. The air in my father's study was thick with the scent of old paper, leather, and the cloying sweetness of the funeral lilies that still choked the entryway. It was a smell I had always associated with comfort, with Dad's quiet presence, but now it felt like a shroud. I sat on the edge of a stiff wingback chair, my black dress feeling too tight, my hands clenched in my lap. Across the polished mahogany desk sat Mr. Fields, our family's lawyer for as long as I could remember, his face a carefully constructed mask of professional sympathy. Beside me, my Aunt Carol shifted, her presence a small, warm anchor in the churning sea of my grief. And across from me, in Dad's own oversized leather chair, sat my brother, Jared. He was the picture of somber filial duty, his suit perfectly tailored, his expression carefully arranged into one of noble sorrow. I knew it was a lie. I could see the glint of something else in his eyes, something sharp and triumphant. Mr. Fields cleared his throat, the sound unnaturally loud in the funereal quiet. "As you know," he began, his voice a dry rustle of parchment, "we are here to execute the last will and testament of your father, Robert Miller. Robert was a client for over 30 years. A fine man. This is never an easy day." He adjusted his spectacles and picked up a sheaf of papers. "This will was drafted and signed on March 12th of this year, superseding all previous versions." My stomach tightened. March 12th? That was only 6 months ago. Dad had been unwell then, confused. Jared had been managing everything, his visits becoming more frequent, while mine, he claimed, were too upsetting for Dad's delicate state. I had fought him on it, but he was so convincing, so concerned, painting me as selfish for wanting to disturb our ailing father. "I'll proceed to the primary bequests," Mr. Fields continued, oblivious to the cold dread creeping up my spine. "To my beloved brother's wife, my sister-in-law, Carol Miller, I leave the sum of $25,000 in gratitude for her lifelong friendship and support." Aunt Carol reached over and squeezed my hand. A tear traced a path through her makeup. "Oh, Robert," she whispered. "To my son, Jared Miller," the lawyer read, and his voice seemed to take on a new weight, a new finality. "I bequeath my primary residence located at 45 Elm Street with all its furnishings and effects. Furthermore, I bequeath to him the entirety of my investment portfolio, held at Sterling and Price, and the remaining balance of all personal checking and savings accounts." The words hung in the air, heavy and suffocating. The house was worth nearly $500,000. The investment portfolio, I knew, was even more. It was everything. My breath caught in my throat. I stared at Jared, whose mask of sorrow had slipped just enough to reveal a flicker of pure, unadulterated victory. He had done it. He had actually done it. Mr. Fields coughed lightly, as if embarrassed by the sheer lopsidedness of it all. "And to my daughter, Chloe Miller." He paused, and for a wild, desperate second, I thought there must be a trust, another account, something he had missed. "I bequeath my late wife's jewelry box and its contents, in the hope that she will cherish it as her mother did, silent, not just quiet, but a deep, ringing void where my expectations, my sense of family, my very understanding of my father, had just been a jewelry box, my mother's jewelry box." It was a pretty thing, a lacquered box with mother-of-pearl inlay. Full story on channel link below.